The trade deadline is known as Howie season, and boy, did Howie Roseman ever deliver. Three trades before the chaos that ensued on Tuesday afternoon, as these moves provided the Eagles defense with a plethora of reinforcements. Let's start with the biggest move, Jalen Phillips, as he was traded from the Miami Dolphins for a third-round pick. One of the biggest weaknesses so far in 2025 has been edge rusher, and now this move addresses it. Trading for Phillips brings in a guy with a relentless motor and reunites him with Vic Fangio, who was his defensive coordinator in Miami in 2023. That was the year where Phillips had his most productive year that was unfortunately cut short due to an Achilles tear. We all know the injury history has been a major concern for Jalen Phillips. We talked about the 2023 Achilles tear that was later followed up in 2024 with an ACL tear. A terrible combination in back-to-back seasons, but despite a quiet start to 2025, he's compiled 3 sacks in his last 6 games. He now joins the Philly defense, already very familiar with Fangio's scheme and terminology. Given his age at just 26, if Phillips is productive for the rest of the 2025 season, there's a chance that the Eagles may try to re-sign him, as this could add to their stable of young pass rushers. Phillips joins an edge rushing room that includes Jalix Hunt, Nolan Smith, Josh Uche, and Brandon Graham, who's back from retirement. Most of these pass rushers are small speed rushers, but Phillips provides a different body type, as he's 6'6 and 260 pounds. The bigger body frame allows him to use an array of power moves, and his length provides more opportunities to swat the ball in case he doesn't get home. And with the attention focused mostly on the interior defensive linemen composed of Jordan Davis, Moro Ojomo, and Jalen Carter, there's a good chance that Jalen Phillips will have major success coming off the edge for the Philadelphia Eagles. Earlier in the week, Howie Roseman made moves in the secondary. He traded for Jair Alexander on Saturday and Michael Carter II, as both were brought in to shore up the secondary and also provide depth, as there's still some questions at the cornerback 2 position. What I like about Howie is that he's taking shots, and the more shots you take, eventually something's going to stick. He's already made moves to address the cornerback 2 position, where now there's options of Jair Alexander, Jacorian Bennett, Adoree Jackson, or even Keely Ringo. One of them is hopefully going to cement their spot across of Quinion Mitchell, as Jair Alexander is already familiar with the defensive back coach who shared time with Alexander in their tenure in Green Bay. Michael Carter II was drafted by Joe Douglas, who is now back with the Eagles front office staff. As you can see, each of these moves are predicated on familiarity and a prior connection to the player, which can prove to be vital as the Eagles resume their pursuit of going back to back.